to give the students the very clear and direct guidance. It will benefit the students a lot.
Thank you for your comment, but I'm very direct. I don't like the way you mentioned about I gather them together to find out the problem for them. I would like to say, if I were you, I gather them together to discuss with them. It's a neutral term. The teachers is not necessary for the teachers always is good, always is correct. We just come together, we learn from each other. I also gain some experiences from you, but we say to discuss. But of course, my personal, at present, my role, seems a little bit different. I want to take a leading role. This is my identification. So what is your...
I really appreciate our supervisor always stress one word. I would like to work with you.
Yes.
I work with you. So it's really kind of the intimacy. I work with you. I grow with you. Although we were pushed, although we were criticized, but you have a partner besides you, always supporting you. That is a really good word.
Yes, because I learned from my two supervisors. They always say, Ximing, I like to work with you. You are an excellent collaborator and whatever. So as a matter of fact, we are colleagues. Supervisor is a kind of just a kind of term to show a kind of my duty, whatever. But as a matter of fact, I treat you as my colleague. As a matter you are. So I don't come here to find a problem with you. Work together to find a solution. If you find a solution, I feel very, accomplished with the kinds of mission. I finished the kinds of mission. Okay. Without you, I will also feel lonely. And Lin Jiechong, what you want to say about this? And Lin Jiechong said, without telling you about my problem, I feel a little bit what? It's not I just feel a little bit not quite, sure. Okay, sure. Sure. So that's telling about the independent or dependence. I mean, very complicated things. The supervisor, dependence. Good.
Sir, I actually don't want you to be alone all the time. Sometimes I myself wish that you should come to visit me and we can have a cup of tea and we can enjoy our discussion.
Yes.
With my
excuse me, last Wednesday I suffered my stomach problem. I got two students in my office to help me. One was Hassan. He played a lot of magical things. So though the magic did not work, yet we can see his heart really want to help me. Another person was Ning Qiang. He ran all the way from my office to the clinic.
like a football.
Yeah, and then he did not get the medicine from the clinic, and then he ran to another nearby. Yeah, and then bought. Finally, he got the medicine that suits me. Okay, I could see when I have the problem, my students jump out to support me, to help me. This is the friendship. Okay, so you can see when I were not happy with some of you, and somebody jump out, try to soften the atmosphere, and Hassan always try to do this, and then I want to kill him, and then hold back. Okay, but I think that you should understand this feeling. Only the friendship. Classmates, we have this kinds of in this spiritual world. Okay, all right. So I think that tonight we probably would just talk about that. And then Tan Xiangyu, and then would you like to make some comment?
I just want to say, my brothers and sisters, you are very, very lucky to have Professor Zhen as your supervisor. The atmosphere here is so different from my office, and there is my colleague who is also the PhD candidate or student in Fudan University. She is not so lucky as you. Her supervisor did nothing for 4 years of her learning in Fudan University. So I just want to say you're very lucky. And please, cherish it.
Sir, I would like to say something about her. I came here at 6:20 and I couldn't find you, and she was sitting and she started talking to me. And I asked him, why do you come here? Are you visiting scholar or doing PhD? She said that no, neither I am visiting scholar or neither I am doing PhD. Then I asked him, why do you come here? It's a long time sitting here for 3 hours and 4 hours. So it means, and she said that I come here so I can learn something. I asked him, did you not find any other community other than Slav? She said that no. And I asked him, if you find another opportunity, would you like to go? And she said that no. I asked why. She said that the people over here are quite cooperative and friendly, and I think I can learn here. And from her conversation, I realized that.
What is her name?
I don't know.
She's been here for as long as you came. I think she's been here for several years. Miss Tang.
Miss Tang.
Yes. And then she was the visiting scholar of this. And then staying here for 1 year, and then she got a baby, and then she came back again. She was reluctant to go away. Repeatedly she asked for the permission. I say, no, you don't have to ask me for the permission because you are one of us. Because in the past and now, and she can contribute even an article to the future, the forthcoming book that I edited.
But that's very interesting and motivating for me that she is coming here to learn something. And sometime actually, sir, if you don't mind, I would like to say sometime, I don't know, for me, I do not find your words strict or harsh, but maybe for my fellow classmate, it becomes sometimes hard. And I understand you motivate. Sometimes criticism and a little scolding is also very necessary. Otherwise, we will become lazy. But I mean, like sitting here and like she.
But Hazan, you should understand that if any person is scolded, and then he or she would feel very not happy. So from time to time, and then I scold them, and then from time to time I encourage them. So two different kinds of hands doing two different kinds of things.
So actually, sir, she represents your real philosophy, because she is coming here without any gain. I mean to say that, she is silent.
But how do you know that she comes here without any purpose?
Yeah, definitely. Her purpose is
I just want to tell you, come on, this, and stick to the final time, okay? Yu, Mr. Yu. Mr. Yu sent me his linguistic or educational course, the main paper. Okay, I received it. I read it on the way to school this morning, and his reflection is very interesting. Okay, just tell us from your memory about article's main idea.
Uh,
Yes?
yeah.